Hi guys, alright, let's get started on e-learning day today. We have Chris buy some pairs of jeans. He buys 2 more pairs of shorts than he buys jeans. He writes the expression 25J plus 11.5 and then in parentheses 2 plus J to represent the total cost. So first off, what does 25J represent? Well, notice here we have a chart. Notice that the pair of jeans cost $25. So 25J means that each jean costs $25. Okay, next one. What part of the expression represents the cost of the shorts that Chris buys? So notice here we have the rest of this equation right here. 11.5 and then 2 plus J. This represents the cost of the shorts, and let's explain why. Notice 11.5 matches up with the price. And then notice that there's going to be 2 more pairs of shorts bought for every jean bought. So that's key to remember inside of this equation here. So first thing number 3 says to do is simplify this expression. Now we're missing a little parentheses there, so let's fix this. So let's start. We have here parentheses first. So 11.5 times 2. That is going to get, man, I'm going to put that in my calculator real quick. 11.5. Well, let me type it right. 11.5 times 2. All right, that gives me 23. So right here, I've got 23. Then I got 11.5 times J. That's just a positive 11.5 J. Now notice I'm going to bring down my 25J, and since this is positive, I'm going to put a plus on it. Next step that I want to do, guys, is I want to combine like terms. Notice I have 25J, and I have 11.5J. When I put that in a calculator, add it up, I'm going to get 36.5J. All right. Notice I have this constant left over, so I'm just going to add this right here, and this is going to be our simplified expression, 36.5J plus 23. All right, so let's come here to the next problem. It says evaluate the original expression, so there it is, and the simplified expression. Notice we have that up here. To find the total cost of Chris buys 2 pairs of jeans or 4 pairs of jeans. So let's start off by writing in our simplified expression, 36.5 plus 20, oh, don't forget my J, plus 23. So what we're going to do here is anywhere we see a J, for this column, we're going to put in a 2. So let me see, 25, here's my 2, plus 11.5, and then in parentheses 2 plus, and instead of a J, I'm going to put a 2. Now, first step, remember order of operations, we want to do parentheses first. This parentheses just has a 2. There's nothing to do here. It's good. Now over here, we have 2 plus 2. Now, that's going to give us 4. We're now going to bring the rest of the problem down. So here's my 25, my plus 11.5. All right. Next step in order of operations, multiplication or division. In this case, we have some multiplying. 25 times 2 is 50. 11.5 times 4. Now grab your calculators out. Let's see what that's going to give us. 11.5 times 4. All right, that gives us 46. So 46, and then I'll bring down this plus sign. Last step, let's just add this together. 50 plus 46 equals 96. There we go. All right, let's do this next problem here. Remember, wherever we see a J, we're going to put in a 2. So 36.5, and instead of J, let's put a 2, plus 23. This is a little simpler. All we have to do is multiply first. So I'm going to come to my calculator. 36.5 times 2. That gives me 73. So let me write this down in it. 73. I'm going to bring down my plus 23. And 73 plus 23 is 96. Interesting. All right, let's do our 4 pairs now. So I'll come back. Now anywhere we see a J, we're going to plug in a 4. So 25 here's my j, so I'm going to put a 4, plus 11.5, in parentheses 2 plus, and instead of a j, we're going to put a 4. Okay, so remember, order of operations, parentheses first. So in this case, 2 plus 4. My bad, guys. This is 6. And I'm going to bring down the rest of this equation. Now we're going to do some parentheses, or I shouldn't say parentheses, we're going to get that multiplication. 25 times 4 is 100. Plus, now let me see, 11.5 times 6. I got to grab my calculator. Alright, that's 69. Alright, so 100 plus 69 is 169. So there we go, guys. That's how much it's going to cost for 4 pairs of jeans and 6 pairs of shorts. So let's come over here to the simplified expression. I'm going to start it here. I got 36.5. Now notice I have my j right here. I'm going to put in a 4 plus 23. Alright, so my calculator is 36.5 times 4. That gives me 146. 146 plus 23. So let me see, 146 plus 23, 169. Interesting. So, what do we seem to notice about the original expression and the simplified expression? What do you notice about those values, guys? That's right. They are equal. Or if we want to use a mathematical term, we can say equivalent. Yeah, getting all fancy with a math term there. Okay. So let's come and let's look at this next part. Now, Chris has $78 and a coupon that lets him buy one tie for half off for each dress shirt he buys. He writes the expression 78 minus 20t minus half of 12t to represent how much money he will have left if he buys t-shirts and ties. So let's talk about it. What does 78 mean? Yep, 78 means the amount he started with. Let me spell amount correctly. Amount he starts. And you can type this, guys. You don't have to use your mouse. Now, minus 20t. What's 20t all about? Well, if I come here, oh look, that's the price of a dress shirt. So you're gonna take away the price of each dress shirt. Okay. Now look, notice minus half of 12t. Now, what's half about? Alright, so it's going to be half off. Half off what? Oh, $12 ties. That's right. Alright, so that's what each little piece of that's going to mean. So we're going to simplify this expression real quick, guys. We're going to look, let's do distribution first, and then we can worry about like terms. So let's think about it. Half of 12, what's that? Alright, that's 6. So that's 6t. I'm going to keep my minus sign here. So I'm going to bring everything else down. 78 minus 20t. Okay, now let's look for like terms. Notice I have here, and I'm going to treat this like a negative, negative 20t. Notice I have here negative 6t. Alright, if I combine those, since the signs right there are the same, negative, negative, keep the sign, add them together. Now I'm left right here with this lonely constant. There's nothing to combine with it, so I just bring it down. That is as simple as the expression can get. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this simplified expression right here, and we are going to do it for 3 shirts. So we're going to do it for both of these. So we're going to start off 78 minus 20. Anywhere I see a t, I'm going to plug in the number 3. Minus a half of 12 times, notice that's going to be 3 right there. Anywhere I see a t, plug in a 3. So let's do some parentheses first. So in parentheses, 12 times 3, 36. Okay, and I'm going to bring the rest of this problem down. So 78 minus 20 times 3 minus a half times 36. Now let's work on our multiplication here, guys. So we have here 20 times 3, 60. Half of 36, let me see, half of 36 is going to give us, that's right, 18. So I'm going to bring down my 78, my minus here. Alright, so let's put this in a calculator. 78 minus 60 minus 18. When I do all of that, he ends up with 0. That's perfectly right. So let's see if this works for our simplified expression. So when I come over here, 78 minus 26. Now for t, I'm going to plug in a 3. So right here, kind of easy. All we have to do is multiplication. 26 times 3. All right, that gives me 78. So I'm going to bring down my 78 and my minus. 78 minus 78 is 0. Nice. Okay, so what do we notice about the values of the original expression and the simplified expression? That's right, they are both equal, or you can say the math term, they are both equivalent. Now this is important because did you see how long it took us to do the original expression? It was a lot of steps. Notice the reason we call this a simplified expression is because it was a lot faster and simpler to solve. So that's why we simplify in mathematics.